right. So yeah.
What are we doing here?
Okay, what's good, everybody? Relatively Speaking pod. This is episode 32.
32.
32. Back in your life. After Jay just got back from a little family
Lake trip.
trip.
It was wonderful.
Feel like I haven't seen the guy in months. It's only been a couple of days, but
It has been. No, it was long because we haven't hung out.
we haven't hung out
just been
in a little
working.
while.
We
Yeah.
hung out for 40 minutes last week to do this and then didn't see each other again until now.
Yeah, it's been very sad.
Not ideal.
I've been very lonely.
Not ideal.
Been living this life all by myself. But you're back now. You had a great
I'm
trip.
back.
Do you know the name of the lake you went
Lake
to?
Tulloch.
Tulloch.
It's in Copperopolis. Yes, that's a real place.
Copperopolis.
Copperopolis in Calaveras County.
It was about 4 hours south of here.
4 hours south of here, just outside. Well, not just outside, but like kind of near Yosemite.
Okay.
So maybe not adjacent to Yosemite.
Is it more east than
Yeah.
we are?
Yeah. So if you're driving down the 5, you go through Sacramento, and then in like Stockton, Lodi, you turn left, go east.
I love hearing those names. Just reminds me of
Well,
Sons
dude,
of
it's so funny.
Anarchy.
We drove through Lodi. We stopped in Lodi to get dinner at In-N-Out. We were like, it's like Lodi is about an hour away from where we were going in Lake Tulloch, and so we stopped to eat. And I had on my usual white T-shirt, Vans, black shorts, and a hat
uniform.
But then I realized as we're sitting
You're
there,
missing your white Air Force Ones.
dude, literally, it was Vato country, bro. Because at one point, a guy like came in and he looked at me and he like looked up and down at me, and he was wearing a very similar outfit, much longer T-shirt, sleeves down past his elbows. But I was like, it clicked. I was like, oh shit, like this is
You're wearing their uniform.
this is M13 zone, bro.
Damn.
And we got out of there quickly.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to get in a gang war.
Hopped on your bike and hit the road. Hit the road.
But anyway, stopped in Lodi, got dinner, and didn't get in a gang war, which was great, and then drove there. So yeah, it's about an hour hour and a half from Sacramento,
Nice.
Stockton, that area.
That's fun.
There's lots of Sons of Anarchy references on the way. Stockton, Lodi, Calaveras.
I don't remember that one.
They're
but Stockton and Lodi
the
for sure.
Mexican MC.
Okay.
Aren't they? Isn't that what they're? Calaveras?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's that dude's name?
Anyways, fantastic show.
Great.
But that's great. You guys got back last night?
Got back last night, rolled in 8:15, 8:30.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
thought it was later than
No,
that.
made the kids some pasta and then put them all to bed
Sick.
and went to sleep.
Nice. And now we're back here in the RSP HQ
We're here
doing our thing.
with our Broken Eagle.
Yep. Broken Eagle from the Gronk Spike.
Broken Eagle HQ sounds pretty cool too.
Yeah. And we're doing the thing.
Yeah. What did you guys do this weekend?
Oh, nothing, sir. We did nothing. If you're not here, we did nothing.
Let me guess what you did. You got up on Saturday, went for a run.
Mm-hmm.
You came home.
Mm-hmm. I did come home after that.
You had a cold brew in your pool.
No.
Okay. Well, you did. You had coffee at some point.
Yes, that's a fair assessment.
And then you sunned yourself outside.
I sunned my asshole.
You went to the Y to swim at some point.
No,
You did not.
did not.
Did you leave your house?
Don't know. Oh, Saturday was Nalu's birthday party. You were just working.
I'm so thrown off.
Yeah.
I thought I was gone over a weekend.
Yeah, no, you
No,
left on
today's
Sunday.
Thursday.
Yeah, you left on
Shit.
Sunday. So yeah, no, I went to,
Okay, so not the weekend. What did you do?
which that was a trip actually. Hold on, let's talk about that real quick.
What?
Well, we went to Nalu's birthday party and it was at Sarah's boss's house, I thought.
Mm.
So we like rolled up. I know she's like working out. So Sarah Marin's wife works for the Adventure Challenge, and now their office is out of the boss's house, I assumed. And so we went there for the party, and everyone's in the pool, and there's like one guy there that I don't recognize, so I figured it was his house. Come to find out, I have actually met him before, so I felt like a total asshole.
You still
I met
know
him
who
at,
it was?
I met him at Tommy's birthday. He's from the gym.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on the birthday, so.
I think he might have a son named Hudson, now that I think about it. But maybe not. That might have been somebody else at the gym. Anyways, so I walk up to him to like thank him for letting me come to his house. I was like, "What's up, man? I'm Hudson." He's like, "Hey," like probably like, "Yeah, I know who you are because we've talked last week," but I didn't recognize him. I was like, "This is your house?" He's like, "No, this is blah blah blah's house." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't. You're the only one I didn't recognize." So I figured, and then Marin's like, "Oh no, he's not here." And I was like, "What do you mean he's not here?" He's like, he's
not here, bro.
He's like, he's just letting us use the house. And I was like, he's like, "This is where Sarah works." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Isn't this his?" He's like, "Yeah, he owns the house or rents the house or whatever, but it's not his house. Like he has a big mansion with a big nice pool. This is just like where they work out of." And I was like, "What?" I was totally thrown off.
Yeah.
So I guess the place that they were renting, the rent was really high, so he just decided to, I don't know if he bought the house or he's just renting the house, but either way, this is their new office and it's not where he lives. So we were just at his whatever.
Does the house like have desks and stuff in it?
Yeah, it does. But we just like walked through real quick and we're just outside in the pool the whole
Just
time.
looks like one of those cartel houses from End of Watch where you come in and all of the windows are boarded up and the drywall's ripped off the wall and there's just bodies buried in the backyard.
No,
No
that
bodies?
wasn't the case. No
Cocaine
no
in the
human
ceiling?
trafficking.
Well, that's good.
And 200 people behind a chain link fence and one toilet.
Oh, that's
But no, so
great.
we did that, and then so you left after. You were just working that day, so I didn't see you.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, we left on Sunday. So
So during the week, just same old bullshit.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday.
Been putting in a lot of miles. I'll
That's
tell
good.
you that
You need
much.
to with
Yeah.
that. You can share with the class what's your latest endeavor.
Yeah, latest endeavor. I signed up for my first trail run, like ultra 50K, down in Silverado,
For those of our
Black
listeners
Star
that don't know what a 50K
Canyon.
is, what's a 50? How many miles is a 50K?
just under 32.
Okay.
So, I sent it in our family thing, and they thought I was doing like 100-mile race. I'm like,
Which family? Oh, the Power Fam?
no, just in WeFam or
Is it?
something somehow, or maybe I just texted my mom, and then Becca said the same thing to me. Yeah, they like thought it was like 100 miles. I was
It
like,
is 100 miles.
Clearly says 50K.
It's 100 miles.
and
It's 100,000 miles.
yeah, so yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited. I have
Where is it?
it's in like Orange County in Silverado Canyon,
Nice.
Black Star Canyon. It's I have a buddy. It's actually pretty cool. Like I've talked about through kind of having a little bit of a community through running and stuff. A buddy I went to high school with, he was a couple years younger than me, but so one of my best friends, Ryan, his direct next door neighbor was a
Is this
kid.
the Ryan that I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
In our wedding, Ryan Louie. His next door neighbor was, growing up, was a kid named Wyatt, and he was a couple years younger than us, but we were always around him because he was literally next door neighbors. And one of his buddies was this kid, Ryan. And so I would, in association, be around another Ryan Bantle. And then we ended up having a class, like a math class together at Saddleback or something. I think
Math class at
I
Saddleback.
think we both like failed it, or I for sure did. And then I can't remember, he got into running or something. I feel like maybe at my first half marathon, or maybe it was my first full. I like saw him.
Yeah.
But like we weren't, I don't know if he was running. I can't remember what it was, but he was like, Hudson. And I was like, so then we like kind of started just talking through Instagram, and we'd been chatting, and he sent me this race like months and months and months ago that he signed up for it.
Dang.
And I was like, oh, that sounds like sick, blah, blah, blah. Like this is his first trail race. He's done some marathons and stuff.
But is this also his first ultra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just done regular, same thing as me, probably 4 or 5 road marathons.
Is ultra on a road a thing? Or no? Is that just mostly associated with trail?
I think
or off-road?
anything over the 26 would be considered
Right,
that.
but I just mean, do they do many ultra races that are on the road? I guess
No,
technically Moab is a little bit of road.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe not.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I think usually if you're doing that, it's through like mountains and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I think you could just like do it if you just decided to like run like
Across
there's
the country.
like guys like that's run like Texas,
Yeah.
like I guess that's considered an ultra and stuff. But anyway, so he told me and I was like, oh, that's super sick. Blah, blah, blah. We just chat here and there. And then I was looking at the date of when it was, and it was September 20th. And we were at the time considering taking Charlie down to the San Diego Zoo for his birthday, which is the 23rd. Because he's just obsessed with animals. And I was like, that would be a really fun birthday present. Sip brought that up. And so I was like, okay, if we're going down to Orange County, maybe I'd do this race.
Yeah.
And sent it. Decided
Hell
to
yeah.
sign up for it. Now, my original plan was to go do the race on the 20th and then take him on like the 22nd. People have been trying to talk me out of that, saying I'm not going to be able to walk for
No,
the
I
next
think you'll
days.
be able to walk. I just think you might be kind of miserable.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go before his birthday, like the 18th or something.
I got to imagine that the feeling you have after, not you, but anyone
Yeah.
after running a marathon is going to be the same. It's like you can walk, but it sucks.
Yeah. So
But
yeah, so I'm signed up for that. I'm super stoked. Like I said, I haven't even really gotten into trails yet. I've only like started, so I really need to start training. And I want to chat with this guy Ryan and ask him kind of what his plan is as far as like how much road he's gonna do versus trails.
we determined it's 5,000 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 5,400 feet. 32 miles. So we'll see. I've just been stepping up my mileage right now. And I feel like I need to actually put together a game plan like I would for a marathon prep. I have like 10 weeks. But my initial thought is just to continue doing road stuff and not really focusing on my pace as much as like just keeping my heart rate down and keeping my mileage up. And then sprinkle in 1 or 2 days of trails. And like, I would ideally like if I started doing my like Saturday long runs were trails. Like if
I feel
I
like
just
you
did
got to
like
do
12 to 15 mile trail runs on like Saturdays, I feel like that would be.
and some elevation too.
Yeah. With the trails. Yeah. I feel, and just to get used to even having to walk the trails, go.
You got to
know,
ask him
on
if he's
steep
going to
elevation.
bring poles. I don't know how
Yeah.
steep it gets, but if over 5,000, if the grade is like 3%, then you wouldn't need them. But if it's at some
I
points,
think it's
like,
one of those things that it's
gradual.
just like preference too.
Oh,
Like I just
I don't
saw.
know. I don't know anything about how.
I just saw Max Jolliffe just ran it was a 50K too. He came in third, and I believe it's not the same course, but it's in Silverado Canyon. I believe it was definitely Orange County.
Yeah.
And so I saw like it came up on my Instagram. I guess it was from him, but it was like, when you're like tagged with something else.
Oh,
or
like
whatever.
a brand
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So he only had a freaking handheld water. He wasn't even wearing the thing.
Damn.
Same with the three guys that like first, second, and third place. They didn't have the like whatever it's called, the vest thing that we have. But then like you see there's like tons of other people, and like a bunch of people had that, a bunch of people had poles. Like, so it's just like what you can, so he did it. He got third. He got 407, I think.
On a 50?
50K, yeah.
Dang.
344 was the winner in the new course record. It's like a 7-minute mile or something like that. Yeah, super gnarly. So
Crazy.
I'm like trying to think, I'm like, okay, can I keep like a 10-minute pace? Would I be at like sub 6 hours? I don't know. Well, I'm totally like just.
Well, you know Brandon from the gym, firefighter. He has a key. I don't know if this is public information, but whatever. He's never going to hear it. Doesn't matter. Remember how I told you on the 4th of July I was trying to run up Bear Mountain?
Yeah.
Well, there's behind a lock gate. and he was the one that told me about it.
He said he's like he totally have just jumped that.
Well, that's what he told me after the fact. He's like, you can absolutely jump it. Like nobody's going to care. So got to do that because it's only 7 miles, but it's like 14 or 1500 feet of elevation.
That's what like Chemise was for me yesterday.
Yep.
So it was like 1540 to do it twice.
So that would be a good one to do. But the reason I said that was, I don't remember why I said that, why I brought that up, but
the key.
no, well, yes, but, I just think that's going to be doing more like just literally running up a long mountain is going to be key.
For sure. Like I said, dude, yesterday Jay showed me what's called Chemise Peak, and it's relatively short, but it's a really cool run. It's like 2.5 miles up and 2.5 down, 770 elevation gain.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a really fun, kind of easy. I don't know how you describe it. It's easy, but hard.
It's easy in the sense that it's short.
Yeah.
It's
but
not
a pretty
easy
hard
in the
run.
sense of like, it does get pretty pitchy and, but it's easy. It's fun in the sense that you only have to go like 2.25, 2.5 up, and then you're.
So I tried that yesterday with doing it twice, which I knew was going to just be mental because I was like, all right, I'm just going to do it, like come back down and go back up, which is definitely harder than just running for 10 miles, you know?
Right.
So I did that, but yeah, my hamstrings are feeling it today because just from that elevation.
And I think that's going to be the key.
Yeah.
Especially.
Making sure my calves and hamstrings can kind of handle that. And then your quads too, the downhill toast your quads.
Well, yeah, right. That's what I mean is like you got what you go up, you got to go down. So I think that's, and there's, you can just go run like 30 times up and down Placer.
Yeah, dude. So I'm stoked for that. And then we found out, what's the name of the one in Whiskey Town?
Jackalope.
The Jackalope one. Cause we had looked at that when I first
summer.
moved here. And now they just added a 50K this year. And that's in October. So we're both
October
thinking
18th.
about doing that one, which would be epic right here in our backyard. So
close, convenient,
I'll be the
time
guinea
of year.
pig for it and be able to bring back some notes on what to do. And then I feel like for sure, whether or not anyone else runs it with us, but we should just do that one like together, just like stay together. And it doesn't matter about time or whatever. Just make it like,
that's more of a
fun one. Being right here, it's like you're not investing so much to like travel to it.
No,
it's like,
and two, like it to me, I'm very much viewing it as a way to meet more of that community here because it's
and it would be good to I mean, I will have just run one a month before, but it's like a good like measuring stick too, because I seriously have no idea what this is going to be like.
Right, and I think that's the thing when I think about it. It's pace not really important, but definitely finish it. But also, it's going to be a really cool way to see what the crowd is like, who's there, what kind of group can we run in if we're running together, like who else is there, because I'm not gonna do headphones.
Nice.
So it'll be very, like you said, very conversational when you can, but also it's like you're running up a damn mountain, so who knows how much talking you're gonna do. But I think
I was thinking of that too. For the first one, I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna bring them, but I don't plan on wearing them, at least especially if I stay with Ryan Bantle, I'm just gonna not use them, and that'll be perfect.
I could be
if we're
completely
together.
out of my mind thinking that that's a thing, but I also think if it's like we've talked about before, when you're running with someone, you don't necessarily need that, because even if it's a 2-minute conversation every 20 minutes, it's all the difference in the world.
For sure.
Hey, look, there's a look at that bear, or look at whatever. I don't know. Look, there's a mountain lion. Oh, look, you're getting eaten by a mountain lion.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be gnarly.
Yeah.
I hope that there's like a turnout for it. And
there should be. Last year there was 125 people that did it, which is big for here.
Yeah, I know, but now this is more.
Oh, for the 50, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the start times are staggered. So, but I think there's a like a spillover after, where the people that do the 8-miler and is
it a 20-miler?
No, I think it's shorter. Maybe it's a 20. I don't know. But they like do a thing after. There's like vendors and beer and food. And
Sick.
so that'll be cool.
Where is that?
Just at the bottom, at the start. Kind of right by Brandy Creek.
Okay.
That's where it's called Sheep Camp is where it starts.
Nice.
It's the same starting point for Shasta Valley, which is another one we should do.
Okay.
That's the one we talked about. That's the one you look at when you're at East Beach.
Yeah.
With the radio tower on top of it. So
yeah, we gotta just start hitting more.
I need
of
to get
those.
some shoes because my shoes are cooked. I can't run in them anymore.
Yeah.
I bruised my heel that day we ran with Finn
Yeah.
up Chemise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we got him some trail shoes for his birthday.
You got them.
Yeah, you
collective,
Sarah.
not me, not Uncle Hud. I got him a cool Charger shirt.
You did get him a cool Charger shirt. Yes, we did that with him last week, and that was
so for his 14th birthday specifically. Well, so we were at church. Jay wasn't there because he's a heathen.
Because I don't go to church.
He just goes to church 18 times a week.
It's actually 20 now. I have 2 more services on Sunday nights. So I'm
Nice,
literally
dude.
mixing the entire day on Sundays
I had
now.
a complete guess, so the fact that it was 18 is divine intervention.
It's
Nice.
yeah.
So you're doing 20 services. Okay, but yeah, no, there was like this like thing, a video or something at one point. And so I texted Jay, and it was just talking about how in different cultures and stuff, there's kind of like passages into manhood, and that we don't really have that in our American culture. And so I texted Jay, and he was kind of thinking something similar. And I was like, I feel like 14 is a fairly big step in age. You're like, you could say 13.
Yeah.
You could say 15. It can continuously, but for some reason, and kind of where he is in his life, I was feeling like this year was a big year.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can speak on that more. You're his dad.
Yeah. I think I just remember my life started at 14.
Crazy.
My
Yeah.
memory doesn't go much further back than
Yeah. Except for when that dude tried to rape you.
Yes,
Rat
I do
bastard.
remember that. What's the coconut oil for, Jason?
Damn it, Jason.
Yeah,
I'll
but I
find
think
you.
the point you're making about the stage he's in, I
Yeah.
feel like he is at a point where doing jujitsu and like learning a discipline, like he's at a point where he needs a more of a push.
Yeah.
Not to be physical because he is, but he needs to challenge himself because he gets like comfortable in things quickly because he can learn them fast.
Yeah.
So like with jiu-jitsu, he gets his ass kicked. Like he rolls with somebody, he gets his ass kicked, but the next week he comes back and he's better,
Nice.
And that is something that I've noticed in him. So when we're talking about how do we push him to a point where, and I don't think we pushed him hard enough on his birthday.
Definitely not.
When we did the ruck up Chemise and he carried a 30-pound medicine ball, and it was very easy for him.
Yeah.
And it was to me, but I was like, I didn't want to do something that was impossible. So when we ran Chemise with him the following Friday, was it a week later? Yeah, the following Friday we went back and the 3 of us ran Chemise because I got him trail shoes for his birthday. That I feel like he hit a mental wall much faster.
That was gnarly.
And at one point he started to panic.
You heard it in his voice. He almost
he got
cried.
scared.
He was like,
Yeah.
He was like, I think I need to stop. And I was like, whoa, there it is.
Yep.
There it
and
is.
that to me is that's even a new thing for me. Like having been doing CrossFit is because I push myself when I run, but I push
it's
myself
so much different, dude.
And so I've been at a point at lift where I'm like, I'm going to pass out.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't breathe.
I felt that yesterday bad. I was getting super lightheaded. I was like, oh my God.
But to me, I don't get lightheaded, but I can't, I lose
Can't
my
catch your breath. Yeah.
And I straight up panic. Take
Yeah.
my hat off, take my shirt off, because it's just like,
That's good, dude. That's good
it's
to learn
that feeling of, and Marin calls it touching the fire.
Yeah.
We're entering the pain cave.
Yeah.
But what's cool now that I know and you probably have experienced that in like all your years of playing sports. And baseball, you don't ever, that's not a thing. Like baseball is a pretty comfortable sport. There's conditioning workouts in baseball, but for the most part, it's like, sunflower seeds and big league chew, right? It's not, at least at the level I played. Maybe if I got into if I played more in high school, it would have been different. But, so for Finn to have experienced that, recovered from it, and been like, okay, I know what that feels like. I'm bummed that he hurt his toe at the lake, so he's not going to be able to run until that's fixed, till that's better. But creating that consistency for him is going to be important, because if we can get him to a point where he's like doing it this young, he's going to be a monster in a couple of years.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. It was crazy. He
found it, dude. And it was like,
yeah, we were talking him off the edge for sure. Which is what I wanted to do. It's crazy. It was cool that it worked out that way. That I felt like we didn't get him to that point on his birthday, and I was kind of like, I wish this was tougher on him. And then I was like, whatever. And I didn't think I thought the run was going to be easier for him than the rock. Yeah. And the fact that it was harder, he got like a real bad side cramp, which sucks. And so he was like not able to push it on the run down, and just kept wanting to stop. And we just kind of, gave him some, I wasn't very tough love. I would say it was definitely more just like encouragement, but a little bit of like, you can't stop, dude. Like, come on. It's just like pain. You just have a cramp. You're not, know. Speaking of pain, I almost ate shit yesterday.
Really?
I screamed like, fuck. I
on that corner?
Actually, no, I didn't almost fall off. I just was running and my foot hit. And so it was honestly wild. I don't know how my foot hit a rock, and I don't know how I didn't completely face plant.
Like your toe caught a rock, you mean?
Yeah. No, my whole front of my foot. I just didn't lift my foot high enough or something. And I hit a rock and I jolted forward, and so it totally pulled my low back and my hamstring and everything. I don't know how I kept myself from falling. I was at a 90-degree angle, I totally bent over and catching myself. Yeah. But I stayed up, and I was I was so afraid my back was going to be complete. It totally pinched my back. Yeah. And I was like, dude, this is going to be one of those things where I'm not going to be able to walk tomorrow type thing. Luckily that didn't happen, but I was like, bro, I mean, it's bound to happen. I'm going to eat shit one of these times, but I was like, that would have been bad, because I would have went face first, freaking knocked my teeth out or something.
Yeah. I'll find the picture of the first time I fell trail running, training for my first marathon here. I'll find a picture of it. My whole hand was cut up, my wrist, this whole arm, because I caught myself. It was bad. Yeah. And it sucks. But yeah. I remember that day that I ran, it was it was the middle of the training. It was an 18-mile run. And then afterwards I went and we had brunch at Joy and John's house. And I show up and just all bloody and messed up. Sarah's like, what the hell happened to you? I'm like, I fell. She's
you went straight there?
Straight there. She's like, what the heck happened to you? And I was like, I fell. She's like, where did you fall? And I explained it to her. And she's like, well, what if you couldn't walk after? I was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
But wild. It's just, for Finn, it's cool. And he,
he did it, and it was rad that he got through it. And
that's what I tried to tell him this isn't a one-off. This is something you're going to be doing this. Yeah. This is part of your schedule now. Yeah. And
sick. I'm glad you said that.
And it's not whether it's Fridays, we all do it together, and then you do a couple other runs during the week with me or Hud or whatever, but it's this is part of your life now. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu, you do 2 days a week. You're going to be running. It's just, you have to do it. And he's stoked, and he doesn't have an attitude about it, which is cool. But like you said, it's that tough love. It's you got to just do it. And I feel like he will, once he can not run such a freaking just
Dude,
His
he's like a
stride is
little
so
baby ostrich or
yeah.
something. Like he's all over the place.
And I think too, like you obviously, especially on chemise with all the rocks and the terrain changes, like you run kind of funny. So it'd be good for him to do some road runs to really
Yeah.
develop his stride. But it's just it's so funny that you're like, you don't know how to run,
yeah.
you
No.
know? And I'm sure like any expert runner would look at my stride and be like, dude,
Yeah.
the
for
hell
sure.
is wrong with you?
For sure.
But it's comfortable. It works for me now,
Yeah.
but it's like running.
Yeah,
running.
but you actually look at, somebody could probably nitpick, but you look normal. Finn does not look normal.
Right, exactly. You're like,
But
oh,
it's
that
the
guy,
same
that
thing.
guy, yeah.
It's crazy. And that's why, like, when I started taking him to the Y to work out with him and stuff, dude, he was so awkward.
Yeah.
Being like trying to squat, like knees fully all over the place, trying to bench, like arms everywhere, like
Yeah.
trying to curl, just like the most basic stuff. But it took a little while, but now he like actually like knows how to do it. You know, he knows how to move his body. And dude, it probably, I mean, he had such a big growth spurt, and I'm sure you kind of went through that too. He's just so like gangly that like he probably just doesn't know how to use his body like appropriately
definitely
yet.
doesn't.
Like,
Yeah. But dude, you look at him versus other kids that are his age and it's like that don't do anything physical.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just like as much as gangly and uncoordinated, but then you like watch him do things even at jiu-jitsu when he's doing push-ups and squats and
Yeah, dude, and he's gotten like good at
it's
like
crazy
catching and
because
throwing
you
a
see
football,
some of these
like-
kids and they're like they can't do a burpee to save their life.
Well, that's what's gnarly though too, and what we were talking about with like just like the time of his life, dude. Like he's 14, like he's not a little kid anymore. Like he kind of like needs to be able to do this stuff. And when like these other kids are just these squirts that are like can't do anything physical, it's like, bro, you're not that young.
No.
Like a 14-year-old should be able to do some push-ups.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old should be able to do body weight squats, like know how to move their body a little bit, like have some aggression, know how to tackle somebody, know how to like wrestle, know how to like do some things.
Right.
Not just fucking move your thumbs on a
Yeah. It's been awesome because
you know?
River's been coming to lift with me on Mondays in the
just riding
afternoons.
6 miles on the bike.
Yeah,
he's
dude,
all
and
stoked every time.
He loves it. And it's cool because I think a big part of that is he sees Finn doing it and wants to do it. And obviously like he sees us doing it and wants to do it. But it's very much something that, you know, Finn is going to be further along than I was at this age, and River's going to be further along than Finn is at Finn's age, you know? And that's going to be rad to see where that takes them. And I think too, just a baseline, like you're saying, you got to be able to do. There's something you got to just be able to do this. You got to be able to go run. Like that you have to know how to do it. You can't be 18 and not know how to use your body to run. And you don't need to be able to go run a marathon. You don't have to be conditioned to go run a marathon.
For sure.
You got to be able to. You got to be able to move in that way. You know, like you've got to be strong enough to be able to go. You know, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8 miles, whatever. And because especially kids that he's hanging out with, it's just like some of them play sports, which is cool. And this isn't shitting on anybody else, but it's just interesting. Yeah, there's just a baseline of you got to be able to do a pull up or a push up or a squat correctly. You know, and it'll be cool to see how he develops. And it was funny, Sarah, when we were at the lake, they were tubing behind the boat, and Sarah was like looking at Finn. She's like, do you feel like he's like actually has some muscle definition now? And I was like, no, that's just shadows. But it was true. And I, you know, I think
except for his little bird chest.
Yeah. I think in reference to the other kids he was around, you know, he does look very in shape comparatively, but I'm also like, babe, you got to consider, you know, the measuring stick, but also, yes, I do think he's, you know,
dude, he's growing up, man. It's freaking wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. And like you were saying, like it's always the little brother that ends up the youngest of the family that ends up being, you know,
the monster,
the most talented or whatever. He's just seen so many other people doing it, and that like I can remember a lacrosse like family that I grew up with. It was 4 boys, and the youngest, by the time he's 5 and 6, he's doing the stuff that we're doing at 14, like because he's just grown up with a stick in his hands, learning everything. It's like
Same.
like you get there's the Patriots' new quarterback. He's like the youngest of like 3 or 4 brothers, and like they always talk about like that was like a benefit in him getting drafted.
Being the youngest?
Yeah, just like he's like from like a boy family. He's had all his older brothers were stud athletes. He was the best of them, so it's like you get to learn and you get to see what to do and what not to do. And when your parents are raising the first boy and maybe they don't get him in this camp or do that with him, and then they figure out by the 4th boy, this is how we do it, this is what he needs, this is what he doesn't need, this is what we focus on, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's always the youngest brother's the monster that just kick everyone's ass and stuff. So
this has nothing.
That'll probably be River.
Yeah, nothing to do with it. But what UFC fighter retired? It was their last fight on Saturday. Who? Justin something?
No, Dustin Poirier.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Dustin, but somebody today at Evergreen was like, "Oh, did you watch the fights on Saturday?" I was like, "No, I was working." And they're like, "Oh yeah, it was crazy to see Justin's last fight." I'm like, "Justin."
Oh yeah, Dustin. Dustin Poirier. Yeah.
Dang, and he lost.
Yeah. He got beat up.
Sheesh.
It was
who did he lose to?
Max Holloway, the Hawaiian.
Oh, hell yeah.
He fought really good. It was actually a super sick fight. I didn't end up watching it. I just saw the highlights and everything.
Dang. I was wondering, I wanted to ask you because I was like, Justin?
Yeah, it was
I was
pretty
like Justin
cool,
Verlander, but that's isn't that a football player?
No, that's a baseball player. It's
Justin
a pitcher.
Verlander? Oh yeah,
he's
that's
a pitcher.
right. He played on the team in Texas, the Rangers.
Maybe.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers.
Maybe.
Or the Dallas Cowboys. That's a football
Upton,
team.
I remember that.
Who's that?
I freaking loved her when I was younger.
Yeah.
Kate
I
Upton,
just saw there's a movie on, speaking of movies, we'll go down this rabbit hole. Hulu has got the bangers right now.
Well, dude, it's funny you keep saying that. So when in my room, the Hulu I can watch it through my Disney app, and it's set up completely different when you go to it than when I'm out on my TV in the living room and I go to Hulu. Because when I was out there, it shows like the 90s movies that you're talking about. It shows like the categories. When I get to it from the Disney app, it like doesn't have, it's like a different thing. It's like weird.
The heck?
Yeah. And there's no search, dude. There's no search on Hulu. It's just all the movies are just lined up. You just go down the page. You can't go to the left to a search, and you can't go to the top to a search. So I was like, and I was in my room because I was looking for Con Air. But out on my TV in the living room where I just have the Hulu app, it's all set up differently. Yeah, it's crazy. It's super weird. But anyways, you were saying they have like that 90s section.
Yeah, there's a 90s binge section, and they're all so good. But one of the movies that's a 90s, it's not a 90s binge, but there's another category. It's like raunchy comedies or something, and she's in that one of them. I don't know what it's called.
Kate Upton?
Mm-hmm.
It's like some actress?
No.
She's just in it?
Yeah, she's just in it. I don't know. It's like he's like in an airport, and what's that dude's name? They was just in that movie, Anyone But You, with the soap chick, with Sydney Sweeney.
So, Glenn Powell?
Glenn Powell's in it, I think. And he's like in an airport, and these two girls are like
old?
It's older. Yeah, it's like 2000s, I feel like, or whenever, maybe late 2000s.
I feel like he's a newer actor.
So maybe it's not him. Maybe it's I don't
maybe.
freaking know, dude. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh, Kate Upton. And then
you're digging yourself a little bit of a hole here.
Good thing I know the editor. He's got those freaking sweater puppies, bruh.
I'm making sure that doesn't get edited
Got
out.
them chess monkeys.
Yeah.
Anyway, 90s binge, Con Air, watched Independence Day. What did I start that I haven't finished yet?
Dude, we just watched Hateful Eight, which is so gnarly rewatching it.
Dude, that movie's, the way that movie ends is disgusting.
It's so sick.
Yeah,
dude.
Spoiler alert. If you have any sort of like aversion to gory movies, don't watch that.
Don't watch any Tarantino, but this
That
was-
one especially is disgusting.
It's gnarly.
It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's very gnarly, but it's sick. The whole he ties everything together. Is,
No, that's one I
so
would. When you
good.
said you were watching, and I was like, damn, I really want to watch that. But
Yeah.
the problem is, the only way I could watch it is if I was here at the
Yeah,
office,
yeah.
because I can't watch it at home at night if Sarah's asleep because it's too gnarly. Because I can't have the TV loud
well,
enough
you
to
can watch
really
it
enjoy
running
it.
on the treadmill like you like to do.
I know, but that's not.
It's a little too slow because it's like 2.5 hours.
It's slow.
And it takes a long time to develop.
That's what I just watched. You've seen Signs, correct?
Yeah.
Bro,
I had that in my movies.
I
That was an
rewatched that.
honorable mention. Signs is insane.
I rewatched that. Not yesterday. I started it on Sunday, running, and then I finished it last night.
Signs, and then what's the other one of him that I mentioned that one too, and now I'm forgetting
Unbreakable?
the name of it. No, The Village.
The Village.
The Village, dude. They're both so good.
The Village is good. The Unbreakable is good, but Signs is just, the story is perfect.
yeah, Signs was
Mel
great.
Gibson plays that role so well, and the way that they just the way that they tell the story, and his wife gets hit by some guy falls asleep and
Yeah,
cuts his wife in half, and she's pinned against a tree, and he gets to say goodbye to her, and he's a preacher, and then he's not anymore, and just this perfect. The whole thing is perfect.
Unbreakable is Bruce Willis, right?
And
Have you
Samuel L.
seen-
Jackson.
Have you seen the stuff with him? How
Yeah, he has
that-
full on nonverbal now.
Well, he I don't know if it's that bad. I think maybe, but he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know that he's an actor or was an actor. Nothing. Yeah, super sad,
Dang.
which is gnarly. And speaking of that, freaking today we just saw Hulk Hogan died. He's 71.
Heart attack?
Yeah, cardiac arrest or something.
Yeah.
71, and then Ozzy Osbourne died this week too.
And that was
Who
natural
knows?
causes.
I don't know. The fact that he was still alive was gnarly.
Well, he
When
did
you
that
live a
final
life-
concert.
When you live
not
a
that
life
long
that
ago.
hard,
Yeah.
and same with Hulk Hogan, dude. But I saw he got baptized, Hulk Hogan, 18 months ago or something. Him and his wife. And
Whoa.
yeah, so
He had
Good
a
for
show
him.
on E for a while.
yeah,
What was it called? Hulk Knows Best or something like that.
Maybe.
Hogan Knows something like that.
Yeah.
Something stupid. We watched that one
yeah. That was funny. I remember that was a while ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
That was 2000.
was that Flava Flav era? I remember that.
Rock of Love? Did you ever
Rock-
watch Rock of Love?
Yeah,
Brett
kind
Michaels?
of. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
All
was fun.
those shows were just insane when everybody got into reality TV.
Yeah. That was funny. Last night we were watching, there's only one reality show that I watched with Sarah, and it's so fascinating to me that I want to watch it, but it's called,
Below Deck.
no, but it's on TLC. It's called,
My 600-pound life.
no, but it's my Big Fat Fabulous Life is what it's called. It's this girl, what is her name?
Honey Boo Boo.
No, what is her name?
Is she 1,000 pounds?
No, she's big. But that's what's funny about this show is you watch, it's been on for a long time, probably 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
When it starts, she's big, can't move around big.
Yeah.
And now,
but not stuck in a bed big.
no,
Okay.
not like Cheetos in the roll big,
Yeah.
but big.
Yeah.
But now, what the hell is her name?
Can't help you here. I thought it was Honey Boo Boo.
Frick. Anyway, it'll come to me at some point. But anyway, now she's still big. She's short, but she's probably 250,
Yeah.
275. But she dances and works out and fascinated. I love the show. It came on, there's a new season of it, and we've got
It's
episodes.
just about her life.
It's all it is. It's straight up just
Yeah.
her
Is she,
trying to find love. And this season she's
She's not on the spectrum.
no, it's not one of those. I can't watch those.
Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum,
Yeah.
that feels abusive to me. The fact that that's a show it honestly feels borderline abusive to these people
Yeah. I don't
because
know.
it's I don't know whether to laugh or cry
Yeah.
because some of these things these people do on these.
I've just seen the clips of stuff. I've never actually watched it.
Those are
But they're just the most upfront. I think that's like a thing with certain like autism or whatever, like that you don't
Whitney,
have like
that's her name.
a filter.
Whitney.
Whitney. Okay. Shout out Whitney.
Shout out Whitney.
Good job on your weight loss journey.
Yeah, anyway, this season she's trying to have a baby. So she like orders semen off the internet and like
she's not married or anything. She just wants to have a baby. So she
does the whole thing.
So
and
she gets a stud and tries to inseminate herself.
She has her friends like there's a website you can go on to like buy from a sperm bank, and she has her friends like she narrows it down to 3 contestants.
Does she know you're not supposed to drink it?
Anyway, she narrows it down, and then her best friend, it's actually ironic. Her best friend, her dad owns a CrossFit gym in the town she lives in North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
And he just passed away. So the daughter inherits it, and her husband is like a stud CrossFitter. And so they're like on the show, they're going through the list of like the different candidates, and he looks at it. He's like, this guy's 6'7" and 215. That's your guy. And I was like, yep, that'll work.
That'll play.
But anyway, that's the only I was saying last night to Sarah. I was like, it's amazing to me that I want to watch this show because everything about reality shows that I hate would be this. But for whatever reason, I just
stuck.
I like
go,
it.
Whitney.
You go, girl.
Nice. That's funny.
Yep. So.
Yep.
That'll
do it.
Yep.
Any other plans for the rest of the week?
No.
The week is almost over.
Yep,
this will be out for you tomorrow. We're shooting a day late, which I just looked at my watch. Today is July 24th. I'm pretty sure, need to check, but I'm pretty sure this is 2 of my friends' birthdays. I think Brandon's birthday is the 24th and Matt Younker's is the 25th.
You don't have a very good track record. So the fact that you remembered somebody had a birthday this year, that's good.
You don't have a birthday every year?
Well, you remember that people have birthdays, and you got the right month.
Yeah,
but
I always
you're probably
get the
off.
right month. It's the day that I get confused with.
You're close.
But anyways, shout out Brandon and Matt Younker.
Maybe.
I think I think today is Brandon's birthday, and maybe tomorrow, or they have the same birthday. Either way, hope you guys listen.
Your birthday's in July. Happy birthday if your birthday's in July.
Or it might be in June. I don't know. But we'll see you guys next week. Tune in, episode 33. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like, subscribe, listen, share, follow, DM.
Send nudes. Don't actually, but maybe.
Send feet pics. Enjoy your weekend.
Later.
We're out.